Hey y'all, it is Phalon back with another video, and this time we are going to be talking about this article from Cinema Blend. And the title is Black Widow's David Harbour discusses Red Guardian's Captain America-like origins. But first, be sure to like, share, and subscribe because it helps me out immensely. So, in this article, it mainly just talks about how Black Widow's been delayed, and this article says something interesting, that it's actually going to theaters. So, I'm curious about when that changed again, because they keep saying, oh, it's not going to theaters, oh, it's going to theaters. It's like, make up your minds! They can't make up their minds. Or Cinema Blend got it wrong, and it is going direct to streaming on Disney+, but we don't know at this point. It's like, pick one. But yeah, let's get into this article, read what it has, and it starts. The Marvel Cinema Universe is a well-oiled machine with every single installment in Phase 3 resulting in critical and box office success. The next slate of movies has been delayed a number of times over the past year, with Kate Shortland's Black Widow currently set to arrive May of 2021, while the wait for Scarlett Johansson's long overdue solo flick has been made even longer. Actor David Harbour helped satiate the rabid fandom by speaking about Red Guardian's backstory and connection to Captain America. And it's not as direct as you would think. David Harbour became a household name thanks to his standout performance in Netflix's Stranger Things. Fans are eager to see him make his Marvel debut as Alexei Shostakov, I apologize if I mispronounced that, the Red Guardian in Black Widow, who is a member of Natasha's first chosen family. The 45-year-old actor recently spoke about his character's backstory, saying he grew up in the Soviet Union during the arms race. He was a soldier. He was chosen for the program as the Americans were developing weapons, and of course, Captain America. The Russians were slow to catch up, but they wanted to fight back with their own version of Captain America. He was shot up with super strength serum and trained in a certain way, but he didn't become as famous as Captain America. Nobody really knows who he is. Kind of sounds a little bit like the Winter Soldier. Nobody knew who he was. I mean, how cool is that? It looks like the Red Guardian has been given his own dose of super soldier serum that turned Steven Rogers into Captain America in the first Avenger. So we should expect some badass action from David Harbour. Unfortunately, he didn't get the same notoriety as Chris Evans' signature character, which should make for an interesting character. And I want to interrupt that. Okay, if he got the super soldier serum, which probably came out back in the 90s, I'm remembering in the Winter Soldier movie, all the super soldiers, they lost their minds. So I'm curious, are we going to see him kind of losing his mind in this, or is there something in him that kept him sane? Because some of them, it looked like they were losing their minds, and I don't think all of them survived, because there were a group of Winter Soldiers. David Harbour's comments come from the Black Widow, the official movie special book, which came from CBM. Can't always trust what they say, but it offers a glimpse into what audiences are in for once the Black Widow finally makes its way into theaters, if it does. Set between the events of Captain America's Civil War and Avengers Infinity War, Kate Shortland's Marvel debut will reveal more about the title character's dark history. What's more, we're expected to offer new context about her sacrifice in Endgame. I'm curious about how that's going to play out, if we're going to get more of that. When she's about to throw herself off and sacrifice herself for everyone, is she having moments of flashing back to this? Is this going to be her remembering it? And while people's memories can be faulty, is this going to be from her perspective, solely her perspective? Scarlett Johansson's tenure in the MCU is currently available on Disney+. You can use this link to sign up for the streaming service. Later in his same comments, David Harbour went on to explain the family unit that Marvel fans will get to know throughout the course of Black Widow's runtime. because while we'll be treated to a trio of new characters, their bond goes back decades, as he put it. The connection to him and Black Widow is that they set up as a spy family in America in the 90s. So Rachel Weisz's Melina was sort of the mom, Alexei was the dad, and Natasha and Yelena were their kids. We'll see that in the beginning of the movie, and they sort of function as a family. They knew each other from long ago, and they lost touch for almost 20 years. He took her from the Red Room and also put her back in the Red Room because he believed in this cause, and that's terrifying. Oh my gosh. So it makes me wonder, does Natasha hate him a little bit for putting her back in that environment? Because that was a toxic environment from what you're seeing. Because we're looking from the viewer's perspective. And it says, how intriguing. It looks like the Red Guardian is at least partly responsible for Black Widow managing to escape the clutches of the Red Room before eventually joining S.H.I.E.L.D. prior to the Avengers. We're seeing glimpses of her time as a young assassin. Fans are eager to get a full picture. It says at least partially responsible. It's going to paint a very grim picture, and I think this is going to be one of their darker Marvel movies. I'm sure there will be plenty of humor, but the nature of some of the things that are brought up, I think it gives them room to make a dark movie. And I don't think that they'll go full on with the potential they have with it being a spy movie, which is sad. There's so much room for that. But it says, on top of learning the title character's history, Marvel fans are eager for Black Widow to provide a proper goodbye to Natasha. Her death in Avengers Endgame was beautiful and tragic, but she wasn't given a lakeside funeral like Iron Man. A solo movie will offer a chance to give her a send-off, which also probably opening up a new franchise in the process. And it says Black Widow will be in theaters May 7th, 2021. In the meantime, check out the 2021 release date to plan your trips to the movies next year. So this is a very interesting article, and it brings up a few things about what Natasha's gone through, her dealing with to get from point A to point B to point C. And that point B is this movie, going from Civil War to Endgame. What happened in that time? Apparently she goes to Russia for some reason. So all her identities are gone. She's probably having to go all over the place. Russia, China, India, anywhere that she can hide out. I don't know the full picture, and it makes me want to see this movie because I want to know what they're going to do. Are they going to go full in? Is this going to be a darker movie? I think it deserves to be a darker movie, but this is Disney. We won't get the full potential of this kind of movie that they've set up over the years. But what do y'all think? Are y'all excited about this? Are y'all not excited about this? Do you want to see this Black Widow movie? Or are you completely done with the Marvel franchise? I'd love to hear from y'all down below in the comments section. And as always, I will catch y'all on the flip side.